Hello, 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 hello.
Hello there.
Hello there. Welcome.
Good evening.
Good morning. It's Donny.
Donny. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi. There's been a few subs in chat during the intro. Thank you guys very much for that.
Wow, is
Joby?
very nice.
With 2
Yeah,
gifted
Joby owes
subs.
me.
Joby with 3 gifted subs. Ooh.
Continuing to fund Faris's habit. To clarify, it's a Lambo habit.
It's now I'm moving up.
To what?
It's about time to get Bugattis.
I was gonna say, are we into like the Pagani? Is that how far we moved up?
No, for now Bugatti, and then we'll see about Paganis.
A Koenigsegg, maybe?
Oh hell yeah, I'd love an egg.
Bruh, those things are sick.
Oh yeah. Well, welcome to Donny. It should be Dawn during the race
Yeah,
Yep.
at Donington Park.
Donington.
it's currently Saturday afternoon.
Donington is a beautiful track in a beautiful country with beautiful people. At
This is another
least
one of those, like-
50% of what I just said was true.
Hey Milo, will you tell us a story about how you went to a concert here for the 38th time?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went to the Monsters of Rock Festival, or Download Festival as it's now known. And I remember about 80% of it.
80%
was a good
of
time.
it. Nice.
Yeah, it was a good
We
time.
have a wild Sakame in chat.
I see
Here
that.
to watch his father dominate again.
Yeah. All eyes on Mr. Jackson.
All eyes on Mr. Jackson. Is Landon's car covered with blood of his enemies? Yeah, I believe last week we saw him slide around a little bit. There was a few contacts, but there's not just one
No, so
blood-covered car.
Landon had the blue and yellow livery
Mm-hmm.
up until this week.
Yeah, so both Wall brothers or siblings.
Cousins.
Cousins?
Yeah, cousins.
We've done research. They're cousins.
That is awesome.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I got
Relatives.
the scoop, the 411 as they say.
Well, they're
Yeah,
both.
why do they call it the 411?
It's probably a police term thing. I don't know.
Okay.
They're all. Ooh.
Cat B starting some rumors in chat.
Well, they're blood.
Are they from Arkansas?
Hmm?
They said they're cousins, but they're also lovers. So like Arkansas, Mississippi. Just trying to think of like the southern states where they could be from. Alabama, good call, Ryan.
Yeah. Well, I can't confirm that. Well, we were just on eyes on Austin Wall, and he has so far put in the first fastest lap of all the red badges on track. So we have a few new people on in here today.
10 red badges this evening. How many are unranked or what's the word?
Initiation. So the
Uninitiated.
both Wall drivers, they did really well last time, and it was a bit difficult to kind of classify them just yet, especially with rain last week. So they have one more run in initiation, and then they will be classified by round 4, and all their points will move forward as needed. So Landon moves up a little bit, takes up the provisional pole for now.
Landon has had solid silver pace so far in the first 2 races. He suffered a bit in the murk and the rain last week, which is why he hasn't been placed in silver yet. So I expect him to do well today.
Yeah, we'll see how the boys do. A new name currently sitting in the pits, still in initiation though. I'm not sure if they got the memo to go out. Vazquez.
Yeah, that's something we may have to work on because last week we did have a rogue red badge in the qualifying of the gold drivers, remember?
Yeah.
Well, Ryan is in Twitch chat. Ryan, does he know that he is allowed to be out now qualifying? Is he choosing to start at the back? Because, I mean, that's fine as well.
Croc Jr., who was said driver in question,
Currently set in
oh my
there-
word,
there, like-
almost took out somebody there in
Ooh.
quali. That was close.
I do
But yeah,
see-
at least he's out with the red badges today, so he got the message. He got the memo.
Yeah. So many
Matthew
golds.
Wynn. Matthew Wynn just jumped up to P2.
Yeah.
500ths of a second. I mean, 1, 2, and 3 within 600ths of a second of each other.
Yeah, Landon Wall just put in a 127.8. I believe I heard some silver badges and maybe golds talking about 26s.
I have seen 26s in the practice server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Was there a penalty applied for qualifying incident last week? Yes, there was.
Yeah.
More so that there was a little bit of an incident during that time out, so it was mainly for that. Well, apart from that, Joe Kronk back in the pits. Not sure if he's
A
fixing it
virtual
up.
slap in the face was issued. One with a really sort of loud, like, tsh sound.
They were a little wet.
Nice and clean.
Well, Joby also mentioned earlier in chat, lots of golds today.
Yeah.
Love to see that. I can't wait to see the fight that they're going to bring on. Lots of fast drivers and the return of King Baboon as well. Nicholas Alvarado currently.
Oh, yeah, Alvarado. Wait, where's the other Honda? Where is Melitti?
Joey is at Busch Gardens currently.
Unacceptable. How dare he have fun on amazing roller coasters instead of this?
Where are all the silvers? Best split, of course. Not
I love-
as many
I love
silvers
Busch.
today.
Gardens.
Got me.
Well,
All right.
we're here in the disguise
Well, I mean-
of gold drivers. Uh-huh.
So some of the guys that are in gold used to be in silver. So I mean, they're typically the ones that are here, but they're just not silver anymore.
I need a third monitor. Race control's getting in the way of the NFL.
Bro,
Really?
last I checked, the Lions were so far ahead. Like it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
it's not looking good for the Niners.
Like,
Mike is in chat.
Detroit fans deserve this. Honestly, they do. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I saw the stat. It's the first time that they've won 2 playoff games since 1957.
Yeah, like I have a couple of friends from Detroit, and one of them is a lifelong diehard Lions fan, and I saw his post this morning or last week's game maybe, where he was like, you know, last time they got this far he was in the 4th grade or something.
Matthew Wynn had 3/10 in his pocket when he went into the final corner and came out even. So he's got pole in him.
And
There you go, Dylan Bever, just for you.
The Wall Cousins and Nguyen all within 3/10 of each other right now, in the high 27s, mid to high 27s. So could be some battling going on amongst those folk.
yeah. It looks like Austin Wall is back in the pit, so that will be it for his quali. He has currently the lead, unless Nguyen can pull up those 3/10 again on the last corner and take him.
Aiden Weir in the Porsche, a couple tenths up going into these horrible last 2 corners.
How
Actually
dare you.
gained
They're
a tenth on
delightful
exit.
corners.
I like this track, and I don't mind these corners, but everybody complains about them, and I don't want to get canceled.
Is horrific actually, and so's the
Well, he-
hairpin. To be honest, you're
he gained
not wrong.
2/10, so he went 5/10 faster, so it moves up to P4.
Yeah, now he's in the 27s too. So that's 4 drivers in the red badges that are very close together. If they keep that pace, it will make for an exciting battle when the race begins.
Yeah. Nguyen going in one more time in the final corner. That was rough. I don't know if he was just trying to get a better exit.
Austin Orr into the grass on his final hot lap. Go back
Looks like our friend Miller is up a little bit, losing some time there. He'd like to probably squeeze another 10th or 2 out of this if he can on this final lap. He's about halfway around the lap right now. That uphill right-hander.
The chaos begins. I'm sorry, I can't help it, Milo.
Oh, what is the noise in the background?
No, it's okay. I love it.
So-
but
I have my headphones so high I can't tell, so I'll just rely on you.
no, it's
I
fine.
have to point it out. Austin Wall, who is currently sitting on pole in bronze at 27.5, that is about my pace here.
Okay.
When I was in the practice server 2 days ago, he was doing mid 28s, almost 29s, and he was like, "I'm getting everything I can out of the car." So he's found his pace.
Found
He
the
just
pace.
said he said that quality time was for me, so I had to point it out. Put in a banger.
Also a good
Yes.
quality time now. Miller improves 4/10, moves up to P4, and that's going to be it for him.
There you go. So he did squeeze 4/10, and that was in the second half of the lap.
Yeah.
So
One corner to go for Nguyen. He's up 2/10. He might be able to get.
Oh, he's gained huge, up to 5.
oh, he's losing a little bit on the exit, and that last corner is very awkward, but he goes fastest in the red badge split, the bronze split.
4 hundredths of a second.
That is
Good
toy.
job, Nguyen. Kame should join the league. I agree.
I agree. Sakame, it's time. Insert that Lion King, it is time sound effect here on the VOD.
On the VOD.
It is time.
You barely red badge pace at the moment, AC. I don't believe you.
Lies.
Lies. Yeah.
Lies and slander.
Have you been taking lessons from Tiago?
I was gonna say, did he get a job at Sandbags Inc?
Yeah. So Silver's take to the track. Who's your money on tonight in the ever close Silver split? Not many Silver drivers here, actually.
Not many today, no, but I see we saw also during the intro video a few Nissans coming in here. The Silver boys were, and two of them that have moved up to gold, by the way, have all swapped this week.
So the Nissan's getting a lot of love since this update that came out last week. Also, I'm telling you, the Nissan is responsible for breaking the Bathurst 24-hour this past weekend. Because everybody that had the driver swap bug was getting swapped into the Nissan.
So you're saying Bathurst got destroyed by Godzilla?
Basically. But like,
Okay.
I see it's getting a lot of love. Like, what I'm nervous for the Nissan drivers out there, including the three that love it and are in it again now, I'm nervous that Kunos will be like, because let's face it, it's not past them at all. They might be like, oh, we made a mistake and we didn't mean to make the Nissan that good, and then they'll like, shoot it down again.
Yeah, they're gonna kill it.
I just have a feeling something might happen, because it seems to be. I was in an LFM race 2 days ago, and yeah, it was a Nissan just killing it.
My pick for Silver, even though his livery is not as good as mine was when I drove the BMW here, is German.
He won last round, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he got the class win last time out, so yeah, it's a solid bet, I would think. And the Beamer does seem to be quite strong. Are we still in the LFM BOP on here, or no? What's the
No,
scoop on that?
we have removed the LFM BOP after the new ACC update.
Okay.
Supposedly brought some of these cars back from the dead. So we are running solely on Kunos BOP.
Gotcha.
LFM has not come out with a new BOP yet. They're taking laps and all that good stuff. So
Yeah. So just a correction. So German did take the win for Silver from those that were already placed, but once we moved Harbottle over to Silver, he has taken over that win. I believe we also mentioned that in the stream. That was kind of expected.
yeah, Harbottle is not here today though.
Yeah, and that's right. I think Joseph German was the benefactor of some incidents ahead of him last week's race as well. But once he got that first position, he didn't look back. So yeah, good drive as well. I mean, he's been all around race wins in Silver for a couple of seasons now. So
Well, remember he had that brilliant battle at Imola that came down to the final lap.
Yes, he did.
And it was just running wide in Aqua Minerale that he did, 4 or 5 times before, or he would have won Imola as well.
Yep.
The 2 second place positions so far for German. He is sitting in second place overall in the standings, just a few points behind the Harbottle. We'll keep an eye
Ryan
on
to
on German.
P3 in the Nissan.
Look at Ryan.
Yellow flagged. I think he's going back to make a change. Probably come back out and do another hot lap.
Mm-hmm.
Lukey's got 6/10 under his belt so far.
Yeah, the Porsche, I think, traditionally does okay at Donny. Be interesting to see. He's lost a couple of tenths there. He took a massive chunk of curb through that right-hander, and it's going to be 3 tenths that he lost there. He'll try and get that back through the chicane.
A little slidey there, though.
So
Yep.
the thing I've noticed is that the tire stack is still there, so they're not cutting enough. That's where they're losing time.
Leave
Around
it there.
that hairpin.
That car sounded like it was cutting up too much. The traction control really taking over there.
He's still up 410, so still looking okay at the moment. Joseph German goes fastest with a 127.2 for now. Lukey moves up to 5th overall and 3rd in class.
Kajcovic moving up with a whole second to P5, and right behind him Heslin also on the green lap. Thank you for the follow this trophy. Alvarado's the true alien for sure. He's the real baboon is what
He's
he is.
washed.
Is he though?
He's a
I
baboon.
mean, I watched a race yesterday that he was in. He's washed. I'm kidding.
watching,
the guy's faster than me on a keyboard and mouse.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow, Rin and Forrester as well. Boys are coming in now. Thank you very much for that.
Yep, appreciate the follows, everyone. And feel free to hit that buy Faris a Lambo button if you wish.
If you start saying like and subscribe,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
like and
leave.
subscribe.
Hit the bell icon.
Yeah, make sure you hit the notify me button.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, look at that. And
but
Sakame gifted a sub there by Joby. Look at that.
Oh, thank you very much,
And
Joby,
also-
for the love today as well.
All these streams go up on YouTube, so you can go over there and like and subscribe as well.
Yep,
You could.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We want to get that algorithm going. That's the key to going from a Lambo to a
Did the
Pagani
egg?
or whatever it is you want, or the Koenigsegg.
Yeah, I'd like an egg. Thank you guys.
YouTube monetization is the
Yeah,
key.
nuts to my kids and having to feed them. Like, let's just buy Ferris more cars.
Wampler up 6/10 right now. I've been keeping an eye on him as he goes
He's
through this
invalid though.
He just invalidated, I think,
invalidated,
yeah.
yeah.
Because he was over a second up the previous lap coming into the final
Right.
corners.
So
Yep.
just struggling to get that Merc cleanly through the lap, which
German sideways on the track. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to switch to German. He was up 3/10. I saw he's about to improve on his lap and invalidated. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get back out and start one more lap.
Joby is making it rain in the Twitch
one of
chat.
the
Oh, wow.
other Mercs out there is up 4/10 right now. It's Chemo Sith, Kamal Kajcevic in the purple AMG. He's into sector 3 and yeah, up about 4/10, just over. If he gets the sector 3 corners right, this could bump him up
that is
quite
still
considerably.
valid.
It
I
is.
thought that was going to be a cut, and he doesn't lose too much time with it. 2 corners to go, the hardest ones in the track.
Yeah, but this could bump him into 2nd overall at the moment, maybe higher if he nails the final corner.
If he nails the final corner right now, he has
Oh, yeah.
P1.
Oh, he gained
Ooh.
10th and then lost
He
3.
lost it on the exit.
This
Oh,
is going to
no.
be close.
It
It's-
is
Oh,
provisionally 2nd.
Hundredths of a second.
He's got one more lap in him. If it no, he's calling it a day.
that's it.
He had enough time for another lap, but he's called it there. So 127.292. Yeah, extremely close to Joseph German.
Oh, Ryan invalidated.
Ryan. he was
Had
flash.
time.
Ryan, we saw that.
Ryan Wampler improving again. Oh, just not quite enough. So he's got one more lap to try and dial it in. He's got a 28, a mid 28 in him, I think, for sure.
Yeah. From so far, those that have placed in their laps, I have seen the 26 nearing German. He was about to start his final lap, taking a wide berth there. I don't know if that was that was the best thing to do. Oh, I guess not. He's trying for a pit lane exit.
Gold drivers leaving the pit lane, of course, starting to.
Yeah,
Ryan. Ryan's 2/10 up. On a clean
half a second up right now. As well.
Yeah, Wampler right ahead.
So for anybody that uses 7TV, I added a ton of emotes the other day. I was bored, and I was like, let's just go add stuff to the channel. So there's a bunch of them in there. Go nuts if you want to.
Yeah. But
Wampler now, 2 corners to go. He's at the hairpin. This is a key part of the lap. He does lose time on the exit. Man, that hairpin is like you're up on your lap. You cannot overdrive into that hairpin because you just lose it.
Yeah. I remember the V12 Aston trying to do a lap here, and that's where I was losing a whole second compared to everyone else.
He did gain a tenth back and gets a place out of that. So a decent, and a mid-28, which is what I thought he had in him. So not bad. Gets an extra spot for doing that last lap there.
Yeah. Ryan not quite green on his lap time ups to
nice pit
going
entry.
for a pit entry. And our gold drivers now
Carlos
on track.
Guzman driving through the grass.
Yeah, it looks like he's mowing the lawn in the Aston there.
Big yellow flag.
It's a beautiful lawnmower, though.
First time chat, and it's the Thiago sandbag, the Thiago
Carlos
emote. I love it.
in the stained glass window livery.
There's a Guzman backwards in the grass.
Guzman J, yeah, in the Honda, one of the brave Honda drivers.
One of the Cheeto gang.
One of the
That's it.
Cheeto gang.
I will be back in a minute, guys. Sorry.
So do Rados and Jose have extra pressure because Daddy Nick is in the server?
Oh, the Honda boys are all out today. It looks like in gold.
Yeah, we're just missing Joey.
Yeah. Spaghetti, where are you at? I think the Corvette broke him.
Yeah, he's riding the Ferris wheel while crying, thinking about the Corvette and all the issues they had Daytona. Just crying into his ice cream.
Uh-huh. Well, Mike Jackson, the first of the gold drivers that is about to put in a valid lap into the final 2 corners that look really wide.
That was loose.
We'll see what time he can put in as his first valid one. And that'll be, I'm sure, the time to beat. Some spicy times out there, yes. So already within 500ths of the lead for the race. Kaio not quite where he wants to be just yet. And Nick.
There's almost a 25, just casually.
We don't speak about Nick. He just
Yeah,
did
so we
that.
just start at P2 and go from there, right? Like, Nick doesn't count.
Yeah. You want to see pole?
You
The
wanna see-
driver on board. Ooh, Guzman.
We can't show it. We'll get, like, banned from Twitch if Ferris shows poll. Dylan Beveridge has a quota. Like, I have to hit Dylan Beveridge's quota. He said there weren't going to be enough innuendos now that Joey left, and I've got 2 so far in qualifying.
We are on board right now with Nick. Let's see what the King Baboon can do. Or maybe I should have the Nick exclusive camera angle, the bonnet cam. If you guys have not seen it, there was a picture, I believe in general or the
I pinned
seasonal
it.
chat.
It is pinned in general.
Yes.
Just in Discord New World General. So everybody can see it.
Ooh, and man, his line looks so much nicer there.
Luis Castro, new to the Pint Series again, signed up this week. P2.
Luis,
Have returned.
come back. You can see Nick there really taking a line to try and get as much speed as he can to start the lap, and yeah.
Yeah, to a 26 flat from Nick. A very fast lap indeed.
Esports line.
So Rados just jumped back in front of Luis and immediately puts the back end in the dirt. Manages to somehow save it and still be equal with his best time so far.
Yeah, so right now 2 Hondas in the top 3. Mike Jackson currently sitting in P2. Love to see it, and green on his lap time so far.
He's up a couple of tenths going down the back straight, if you want to call it that, heading for the chicane. And yeah, this is the crucial part of the lap, as we've seen throughout quali here.
Yeah, he has lost pretty much all of the time, and yeah, unfortunately for him, Mark Robeson was in his valid lap, moves up to P6, so currently splitting Kajtovic and German.
Jose Guzman up half a second going around the last corner here. This will give him a high 26. He did lose a couple of tenths,
Yeah, he lost a tenth on the exit.
Yeah, 26.9. That puts him 5th overall at the moment.
Nice to see Luis Flash Pro back. Yeah, here he is.
Got Barrett coming through the final corners. He's a couple tenths up.
Where is Barrett? I can't see him on the list. Oh, there he is.
He is currently P13.
Up half a second.
Moves
Great
up
lap.
to P6. Oh, man.
Yeah, P6 overall is a really good lap there. In the Nissan GTR. You love to see it.
And Gojira. The
Yeah,
movie
we
was
just need-
fantastic, by the way, if you guys have not seen it.
We just need to get Joby up there. Yeah, Nick with a 25.7. It's disgusting.
Oh, did he? I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, I just know
Into
that
the
it was Sakame.
25s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Great
he'll
lap
get
from Nick.
3 drive-throughs, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. Nick
What
so
is
far
the
has
drive-through record at Donny?
He had 15 warnings at Donny. That is the record for Donington Park in New World Sim Racing is Nick with 15.
in an hour. I got
An
it.
hour-long race.
Yeah.
Warnings are fine though. You know?
I mean,
that
once you
means
get-
drive-throughs.
yeah, that's almost 4 drive-throughs.
Oh, he got the drive-through as well. I thought you meant just warnings.
No, yeah, he just counted them in warnings, but yeah,
I
every
see.
4 you get a drive.
Okay. It could have been like, the warning where it says you didn't gain time or whatever.
Oh no, they were track cuts.
Gotcha.
Because that's when we started keeping track, and then Ryan got 3 or 4 at Coda.
With a yellow flag, that's Kelvin off at the hairpin in the BMW.
Believe you.
Joby?
Not Kelvin,
Joby.
Kai. Sorry.
Yeah, Kaio, and then Joby just invalidated and teleported back to the pits.
Joby really not able to get most out of that Godzilla. Like Barrett so far, Barrett really doing a good job so far as well. That
Didn't look like he was enjoying the lap at all. He's going out again. He's going to get one shot at it.
Yep, one more run. You no longer go for the track limits. You're no longer a racing driver.
So Don is up to P8. He just moved up.
Bilanger?
Yeah, I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm just going to call him Don.
Bilanger. Because the first round, I was like, Bilanger.
Yeah, we go over this every week. I'm from Oklahoma. I can't speak French.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah. Well, Mike Jackson was on a green lap coming into the final corner. Is not really going to improve all that much.
Rados 4 tenths.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, snipe him.
Can he get a good exit? He's getting a decent exit. 26-1.
26-1. So far, top 6 on the 26s.
Honda doing its thing once again.
Honda's looking real good here right now. But at the same time, it's Nick driving the top one. It doesn't count.
See, Luis can keep his couple of tenths through the final corner. He's gonna jump
Luis,
to P3.
P3. Joby gets to start his final lap. And good luck, Godspeed for Joby. Luis there really eating some of that 2-1 curb. I think that was pretty much ruined the lap for him. He's already down 2 tenths.
It's weird because Joby was super fast on the practice server in the Nissan, so I'm not sure what's going on today.
Yeah, just not able to put the lap together yet.
I don't think it's traffic. He's got Luis in front of him and Tayo behind him.
I think it was all the invalidations that got to him.
Up 3/10 so far. 4.
You all right there?
4/10 now. Yep, sorry, I had to yawn. It's been a long day. Goes through the chicane. He's now up 6/7 going into the hairpin. 2 corners to go. This could be the lap he's looking for, at least a little better.
Say he needs 2 seconds to get up towards the top.
Yeah, he's just under a second going into the final corner now. That awkward left-hander. It is an awkward one, that one.
That'll get him up into the top 10, probably 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there.
Yeah, P6
so P6.
for Joby.
Good lap. Yeah, that's a good lap. So that makes him the highest placed GTR now after that. So yeah, well done, Joby. Pressure there. Went in, came out, got the lap done.
Mark, the last one on track.
He's going to gain some time on the exit. It's a good exit in that Aston.
But not enough to move him up in front of Mike Jackson. So so far a
Don't read that. Don't read the chat. Don't read any of that. Look away.
Yeah, look away.
Love it.
No one screenshot and zoom in on that. No one.
Rip all Ferris's money as we get reported.
Well, screenshot it. He said.
Thank you, Pullen.
Alrighty, let me prepare my
about
voice
that.
for the grid walk.
Well, so Nicholas is gonna take the lead. Look at the. That's. Yeah, half a second over Rados. So Rados already also improving quite a bit. I'd love to see it. Too fast, too furious, says Joby.
Yeah, good last lap there, Joby. Pulled that one out the bag last minute, didn't you? Godzilla. Yeah, good stuff. Good quality session. So we've got a couple of silver drivers ahead of a couple of golds. We got a red badge in the mix as well there.
Yeah, Nguyen. So Nguyen also not classified just yet with a much better performance on round 2 than he had on round 1. So I think if he he does carry on during this race like this, we will be placing him in silver.
Indeed.
What's that? Grid walk.
I'm ready.
Shall we?
28 to get through. All right.
Let's go.
So pole position for Nicholas Alvarado, our resident baboon, in the Honda. Alongside him will be Rados, also in the Honda. So pair of Hondas on the front row. Louis Castro in the Aston, third on the grid. Mike Jackson in the Ferrari alongside him. Robertson in the Aston at 5. Joby Savage in the GTR at 6. Guzman J in the Honda at 7 with Guzman C right there in the Aston. So an interesting battle to watch there. Barrett in the GTR at 9. Bilonger in the Ferrari at 10. Joseph German in the Beamer at 11 with Kamal Kajcevic in the AMG at 12. Diggs at 13 in the Porsche. Nguyen in the McLaren at 14. Yo in the BMW at 15. Wall A in the Ferrari at 16. Ryan Cody in the GTR at 17. Lukey in the Porsche at 18. Wall L in the AMG at 19. Miller in the Audi at 20. Heslin in the McLaren, lone McLaren, I think, right? At 21.
No, second.
Weir in the Porsche at 22. Melanson in the Ferrari at 23. Wampler in the AMG at 24. Or in the Porsche at 25. Similarly at 26 in the AMG with Vasquez also in the AMG at 27. And Kronk Jr. in the Ferrari rounds out the grid for Donington.
Donington at dawn. So we should be seeing a sunrise today.
Well, that will be lovely.
That would be lovely. And no rain for once in the UK.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We had rain last time, right?
We always have rain.
I mean, last round we had rain, right?
Last round, yes, we did have
Yes.
rain. Yeah.
Where was it last week? I've slept since then. I've completely forgotten where we were. Valencia.
Yeah, Valencia.
Yeah.
Fear the power of the Laguna. What? Pressers, was that it? On the back of Nick's car. Luis with a flash. Welcome back, Luis. Flash Pro Boy. Proud of you for flashing. And our drivers now starting to make their way around the track for the race to begin. German has a good, a little gap to Caio. That's good to see. Luis went to see a shaman to cure his ligament. So we should probably have a prediction in chat, Chris, or the number of drive-thrus for Nick. I think we need that.
Okay.
I do have a T1 cam if you need it.
T1 cam.
I have T1 cam too.
Oh, you do? I wasn't sure. We didn't confer. We just, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to watch it from here anyway.
I'm the replay camera boy, and
Gotcha.
you're the voice of New World Sim Racing.
Oh, hell yeah.
One of the voices.
The main one.
Skin on skin one. It's the best one. It's the best one.
Yeah, so Donington at dawn. This will be interesting. I'm looking forward to this.
Donny. Do you like that?
Yeah, and it's a fun track to race on. Not the easiest to pass. But then again, you could say that about every track at times.
No, I do think really Donington is a really difficult track to pass on if somebody knows how to defend on it. So it will be important there for the boys to keep in
Niners have
position.
tied the game. Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
All right, so prediction is up. How many DTs will Nick get? 1, 2, 3, or 4, or the fifth option? He'll die in Alt F4 before he gets one.
And it is green lights, and we are looking at Nick. Let's get the T1 cam up. Nick gets away. Good.
A little bump from Mike Jackson on
Someone's
Rados.
gone left, yeah. Off
Oh, we
rejoin,
got a-
there's another bump.
Carlos Max Diggs is in the grass.
Oh, not the greatest for Max there.
Yeah, he should be able to rejoin though. He didn't get killed.
He
Yeah, a little
took a hell of
slide
a
there.
line to get back on track.
I mean,
Yeah.
fair.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's what happens at Donington, though. Glad to see.
Yep.
Oh, he is yellow flagged on his rejoin though.
Oh, Max is still really had a trouble getting back there. It looks like.
Yeah, I think rejoining the car bounced and he spun.
Yeah, off track
Nick.
for Carlos Guzman. So Carlos down from P6, I believe he was. P7.
Yeah, so Louis Castro moved up into second with that little bumping and grinding that happened on the first couple of corners. They all make it through the chicane cleanly, and
Yeah.
the leader's in the hairpin. So
Yeah, so Andrew Rados that did start in second is now down to 9th after what happened initially. He's just going to have to keep
Carlos
going.
a little tap on ore. I'm gonna go through the hairpin.
And Carlos is now going to just try and start making his way back through the field. A yellow
we have a
flag.
incident at the back. Yeah, Landon Wall got into the back end of ore coming out of the final corner.
right at that last corner, yeah,
Yeah.
both drivers spun, and they are back underway.
Cheeto Boys for the win, says Sakame. And thank you for the follow, Lash City. So Andrew already taking off the cones at the apex. Poor things. What have they done
No
to
one
you?
likes the cones.
No one likes the cones. So so far, everybody kind of single file. Everyone after P18 have spread out just a little bit. You start seeing the gap start to form. Everybody up until then, just about a second away from each other. So now everybody head down and we'll see what they can do.
Heslin trying to put some pressure on Wall
Yeah.
for P15.
Yeah, so just a reminder, Wall is still not classified, and it looks like he will be silver, so this is a fight for position.
Joby was also in a battle there with Guzman J, and Joby, a little look on the inside, he's got Barrett behind him as well, so GTR on GTR action coming up.
Ryan tried to go around the outside of Win. He's going to try to sneak up the inside here. Win shoots a little deep, but gets a better exit off the curb.
A little bit of grass.
GTR on a short straight, but it is a straight, so the Nissan should have the edge.
Yeah, but Ryan's going to be stuck on the outside.
Yep.
They are going to continue side by side, and right behind there, it looks like Wall and Heslin are also going to almost fight it out.
They're waiting for something to happen in front of them here with this battle. Ryan takes a safe line through that right hander and gets it done
and we do have
really nicely.
Oh, who is that off? That's Guzman.
Guzman
the other
J.
Jose.
Oh,
Guzman J off, yeah, so that's going to cost him. He's going to plummet down the field with that one. Not sure if, was it just a spin or?
I did see another yellow briefly. I couldn't catch who it was, though, so I believe there was probably contact. I do see contact with Joby, actually.
Okay, so I've got your replay.
Let's get the replay up.
So Jose coming down. He loses it on his own. He hits too much inside curb, and then Joby sends him
Nowhere to go.
to the washing machine. Spin cycle.
Yeah.
Jose backs up off the track.
Honda things there as he goes around and clips that curb.
That'll do it. So Joby did lose the spot to Barrett from that, and it looks like his front end is not happy with it. And see what he can do.
So Rados was the one that lost a few spots at the beginning, right?
Yes.
So he's down in P8. He's putting pressure on Boulanger in the Ferrari, trying to get those spots back.
Got a three-way arc battle going on for P21 through 23.
21 through 23. Let's see. We did see us and Wall just getting around. Ooh, a slidey melons in there.
Yeah.
I've seen already a few cars start to lose it on the exit of turn one. I wonder if the new physics update have changed anything.
Lukey just making a move there on Austin Wall. Moves up into P15. And P5 overall in the silver split so far today.
Another close battle on track. So at the for P6, Joby leading the train of Belanger, Rados, German, Kayo, and Kajcovic. Everybody within half a second, just about of each other.
Yeah, the BMWs have linked up. Let's see if they can work together to bully the Honda.
Yeah, so Kai and German not in the same class, and they know that, but Kai is kind of splitting, keeping Kajcovic just behind. So German is going to want that to stay the way it is. And we have seen him fight for position with goals on Imola as well, where the same thing happened.
Yeah, Nguyen gaining a spot over Haslin.
Oh, Lukey, late break.
Oh my word, that was went flying through.
I mean, good job on Lukey to not collect anybody. And Heslin and Wynn are going to go into T1 side by side.
Kind of a miracle that he was able to miss everybody, because there's a big gaggle of cars there as well. So yeah, Lukey's hard work is now he's got to do it all over again.
Carlos,
I think he aimed for the gap and hit the accelerator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would have done as well. But he did catch a lot of air. I don't know if you saw that. We kind of switched to him while he was flying. Best pilot, Lukey.
ACC suspension physics?
No, I think there was just a big bump.
It's Alvarado with a 1.6 second lead. Luis Castro doing well to keep him that close right now. So good stuff from Luis.
Yeah, I mean, if you can just stick close to Nick when he dies, easy position.
Yeah,
or when he gets his drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Mike Jackson, who was about 8 or 9 tenths behind Robertson, just drops out of the 1 second range. So see if he can get that back.
Yep.
Boulanger gets around the GTR of Joby.
Yeah, so it looks like Joby went deep into the first hairpin, and they are going to...
Barrett through as well, yeah.
Yeah. Joby just the inside line through the second hairpin.
To take the position back, yeah. Very
Gonna
good.
keep the spot. Not defending turn 1. That is close, though. And it looks like that Ferrari has a lot more mid-corner speed.
That would make sense.
He did have to check up.
That would make sense.
The Rados now just behind Belanger. I wonder if Rados is just going to try and go for a big undercut, because it's really difficult to pass here. And he knows he has the pace.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Must be really
Austin Wall down in P15, putting pressure on Nguyen.
Oh, and Nguyen catches a curb, almost loses it. These cars have been going at it. Carlos, right behind Carlos, that did get loose a couple times.
Yeah, Carlos obviously trying to recover. Oh, there's a tap in the back.
It's tap in the back, and
Moore
that's
to
going to
Nguyen.
be... Yeah, unfortunately, it's a rough one. And
Oh,
another
and
one
one in the
immediately
background.
behind. That
Simile
was...
and Landon.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see.
Yeah, so a couple of incidents that will for sure be looked at in the penalty review. Right there. Belanger looking to attack Joby once again, but Joby gets that exit speed and the Nissan just takes off.
God, that was doing really good.
It's a short run down to this corner as well. It's awkward corners, so I'm sure those corners don't feel great in the GTR.
No, I did also catch a little bit of a small tap there in the corner, so Belanger really struggling to get past and wants to get that spot.
It's a big ass.
It really is. And Andrew Rados sticking just behind as well. Belanger is not able to do anything. Belanger trying to attack Joby, and Rados.
Joseph German still in this fight too in the Beamer, which, you know, if it's true to form, the Beamer probably feels quite solid throughout the lap.
Yeah, and he's so close as well to Andrew Rados. I know that we're going to see Joseph's attempt to make a move. And Rados just not able to do anything. We know he has the pace. But he's just stuck now.
Yeah, coming down towards that chicane. All three of them take a really nice line through there as well. So.
Oh, and we have the first drive-through of the session, and it is not a good one. It's Joby.
Already?
Joby has drive-through 10 minutes into the race out of the chicane. That is not what you want to see.
No, that is going to cost him. Is that the earliest drive-through ever at Donny?
I believe it might be. No, I'm pretty sure Nick has had a better one before. And Andrew Rados side by side with Belanger. He's going to take the outside line into turn 1. This might be his only chance to get around. Not going to be able to do much.
And that Beamer of Joseph German is right there with him too. And they've also got Yo and Kajcevic.
Another
Yo
battle.
actually has joined this grouping. So Joby left it to do his drive-through, and Yo joins the battle. So two Beamers.
Two Beamers. Joby coming back out in P16 after the drive-through. So going to be pretty
Not
annoyed
terrible.
about that.
Yeah, not terrible. It could have been worse.
Did you see German giving Rados a bit of a flash? Like, hey, could you all get out of my way? I'm trying to get through here.
That's one thing for Joby there. I guess the drive-throughs here at Donny is pretty short. It's got to be one of the shortest pit lanes.
But it's still a drive-through, and that still loses you about 20, 30 seconds at least.
Of course.
You hate to see it, yeah. You really do. Rados is probably going to want to go in and do his pit, but just noticing, if you look at where Joby came out, if Rados does pit in now, and come out 30 seconds behind, so he'll be just behind Vasquez, P26, so he still is going to have to fight his way through the field if he does go through with it. And we do have a pit. Nguyen is in the pits taking his...
Oh, Nick Alvarado is yellow flagged.
Ooh. He's doing donuts.
Oh, the Bonda.
All right, I guess...
Let me grab a replay.
Let's get a replay of that.
He's not dead.
It's at
Almost.
that fast right-hander.
The same one where Guzman went off.
Yeah. High-speed corners in the Honda, man. I mean, it's a difficult thing.
Yeah, now we have Barrett flashing at him. I do love to see that. So Nick,
Okay, so I've got
let's
Nick's
get the
replay.
up.
So it's the same exact corner. Like he comes in and the back end just kind of steps out and comes around.
Yep.
And you're a passenger.
So yeah, that'll do it. And he does a few donuts as well.
Yeah, but he keeps it out of the wall, which is good.
Yeah, so Nick
You
drops
said?
the P5 with that one. Barrett gets past.
Yeah, well, the replay was up there. Barrett did get past Nick, and Nick just kind of let him through on the straight, not wanting to fight it just yet. And
Whilst that was going on too, Mike Jackson has got the gap to Robertson back down to half a second. So don't know if Robertson had a slide or if Mike's just upped the pace. His last lap was a 127 flat, so that was 0.3 faster than Robertson.
And Nick
Nick into the pit for the undercut.
Nick into the pit for the big undercut, and we'll see if that plays out. He's gonna come out in a little bit of a clear air, but he's gonna have to start fighting his way.
Nick is really good at taking care of his tires, right? Like he'll make them last for 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah, especially with the Laguna pressures.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, looking at lap times, Mike's best lap is half a second quicker than Robertson. So if Mike can nail the consistency, it looks like he does have the pace to get this move done.
Yeah. Andrew Rados still stuck also behind Bélanger a few spots back and not able to do much. But Luis, after all of that, inherits the lead of the race and has his little arousal flasher on.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yep, Luis. I'm pretty sure he's been the beneficiary of something like that before, like in the last. He hasn't raced since last season.
He has raced last season.
So yeah, I mean, like Luis just, if he can keep this consistency, he's got a great shot of winning this race now.
Yeah. I don't think so. Where did Nicholas come out? He is half a second behind Vasquez right now and trying to make his way. That is tight. Gonna make it through just fine. So has a little bit of clear air in front of him, and we know for sure he is going to catch up to Simile and start having to fight his way through the grid.
So Mark Robeson, his last lap, 26.725, is best of the race so far. So he's getting closer to the pace of Mike Jackson, but Mike is just a little bit faster overall.
Yeah, it's an interesting battle brewing there. I like it. So this is for top 3, like top 2.
Yeah, top 2 and a yellow flag for Ware, taking a good care on the rejoin there.
Rados still very close to Bélanger, just unable to get past that Ferrari at the moment.
Yeah, that's
remember last week at Valencia, it was Bélanger and Rados kind of like this, and then once Rados got by, he disappeared.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say as well.
Yeah.
But apparently, what I understand is Rados is a Philly cheater and ran max pressures.
Yellow flag for Aiden Weir. He's off in the sand there. Back on track now in the Porsche.
Yeah. Nicholas 6 seconds behind him now, so we'll see what Nick can do and see what did Bullet predict against? What was the prediction? How many DTs will Nick get? 2.
Oh, that would be 2.
All right. All right, another yellow flag for Joe Kronk Jr. And right now, all of the Joe Kronk, that is the old hairpin, is it not? No. Corner after that. Everybody kind of spread out, but half a second gaps from Mike Jackson to Robeson, Rados to Bélanger, Kajčović to Caio, and Carlos Guzman to Heslin. All the same gaps right now with each other.
You know who should be really happy about the way this race has gone so far? Barrett. P4 overall right now.
Yeah. P4
having
overall.
A really solid race. Stayed out of trouble. And has got that GTR in a really good position.
Yep. Caio did let Kajčović through. I noticed right as I switched to them, and that means there no longer is that safety margin for German, and Kajtovic is coming for him.
Yep. Good stuff. You love to see it. Mike Jackson still 4/10 off of Robertson for P2. And he just gets it down around here, and then Robertson seems to pull away again to about 7 or 8/10. So I'm thinking that the Aston's got a couple of favored spots on the track, and the Ferrari has a couple as well.
Seems like it.
So I don't want to jinx him, but I kind of want to see his livery. Can we look at Matt Mellinson's car? Like, he's currently sitting P1 in the red badge. I think he is actually classified as a bronze driver.
Matt Mellinson, yes, is classified as bronze. So let's.
But a nice quiet race, just kind of churning out laps, staying out of trouble, and that very interesting looking.
It looks like a tea towel.
It does. It looks like a picnic.
Yeah.
Like a tablecloth. I'm pretty sure I had that growing up.
Cochonou savoir-faire. Oh.
What is
I don't
Cochonou?
know what it is.
I'm scared to look it up.
Anybody in chat know?
Some French company, because there's cochonou.fr down there as well.
Yellow flag for Landon Wall. He is sliding through the grass into the wall.
He's taking a...
Excuse the pun.
So the last lap, he had a big save coming out of that same corner. It's that right-hander.
Yeah.
See if we can get a replay of that. And while Nick is just making his way through the grid now, finally caught up to Weir and made it past. Now 1.5 seconds behind Simile. And this...
So that sets Landon back quite a bit right there.
Yeah, I do remember. So Landon with excellent pace throughout quali and throughout the race as well last time around, but a lot of mistakes that just move him down.
Yeah, I got your replay.
All right, let's get the replay up.
Max Diggs 3/10 behind Joby right now. So Diggs putting Joby under pressure, and he gets a little loose on the exit at turn 1.
Just a touch of the grass, and the back end gets unsettled. And he's on his brakes the whole time, manages to not slide to the wall.
Max getting loose coming down the hill here. So both this Porsche and the GTR look a little bit wild around here. Both getting loose in the opening corners of this lap, where Max had got the gap down to 3/10. Joby's run wide, and Max will run through and take the position up to P15.
So Joby not really having a great race after that DT.
Working on the second one.
Carlos Guzman working now on Heslin, a fellow Crazy Rabbits gang driver by looks of his livery. Oh, you don't have his livery. I do. I installed it.
I don't have his livery?
No.
I think he posted it today.
He posted it late, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, afterwards.
I threw it in there because I just did it like right before we went live.
Fair enough. Well,
Carlos gets the move done.
yeah, so a position for Carlos, and he's now going to set his sights on Ryan Cody and try and make his way through. Rados, again, 1/10 from Bélanger, is not able to do much. The gap between Mike Jackson and Mark Robeson further up ahead within a second. And it looks like Mike has invalidated his lap, so it's probably starting to slide around a little bit, trying to push.
Yeah, that gap was 4/10. It's now 1.4, so Mike's going to have to reel him in once again. Yeah, this Rados Bélanger, I feel like it's a similar story with the Ferrari enjoying certain aspects
Joby
of the track and the Honda others.
Way off in the sand.
Joby, you don't work for Thiago.
Joby is not enjoying the GTR around here right now.
Cochonou is a French sausage company. I almost said it in... Yeah, well... Should have known that from Cochon.
Landon Wall in the pits.
I did see Carlos Guzman losing the spot to Heslin, so it looks like he... And an invalidation, so I believe Carlos probably lost the car, went off track, and... Aspiration. Can't even... Big French tabernacle, right?
It makes me wonder, because the previous sessions, like the free practice one, Joby has just driven off into the grass, headed toward. He might be.
Believe that's it.
Calling it a day.
Yeah.
It looks
because
that way.
in free practice one, yeah, he is alt F forward. the temperature was like 22°C or something like that, and now that the race has started in the early morning, we're down to 14. So I wonder if tire pressures are an issue.
They might be in, and just a lot of
Oh.
places to dip into the grass and take some pressure off as well.
Barrett with a huge save
Oh,
on the corner that we've
missed
seen a couple people die on.
Yeah, that corner going to be tricky, especially as tires become an issue. Rados trying to attack Boulanger into the chicane. Really, at this point, the pace very similar as we've seen. It's hoping for a mistake now.
Yep. I do wanna say, so Luis with a 7-second gap right now to Mark Robeson and Mike Jackson, so Luis really inheriting that lead and keeping it up. And in terms of times, his last lap is just a 10th faster than Nicholas's last lap.
I've been watching Ryan Cody here, and he makes a move on Kaio. Kaio goes deep into the last corner in that BMW, and Ryan, who'd been bringing that gap down, moves up to P8. So great stuff for Ryan.
Yep.
So Rados has pit out, yeah.
Yeah, Arados finally into the pits,
yeah.
and that's going to be his undercut 6 minutes earlier than the midpoint of the race. He's going to come out in traffic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see what he'll do a bit. Dave, I'm back. Nick had a super early pit. Nick went off and then pit the same lap.
He babooned
Yeah, Nick
at the fast right-hander.
He got bonded.
2 Hondas have died in that corner so far.
Yeah, so Nick right now coming across just passes Rados. So Rados really lost a lot of pace because of not being able to pass Boulanger. And
So it was Ryan that had reeled Kaio in and got around him, and now Kaio is hanging on to the back of Ryan, the gap 3/10. So I don't think this one's over by a long shot, this particular battle. BMW versus Nissan at the moment.
It looks like the Nissan is just so much faster on the straight.
It's
Looks
great
that
to
way.
see, because that means, like, we're not running any custom BOP. That just means that the Nissan is
And a
legitimately
yellow
decent car
flag
now.
immediately in front of them. That is Vasquez taking grass, and that was a weird one.
Close to Wampler on Miller, P18, P17 right now.
Yeah.
Wampler looking to get past Dave.
We also have Max Diggs fighting it with Melanson, and Melanson going deep into the final corner is going to lose the spot to Max. And our pits are starting to come in. Another yellow flag I see. Where was that?
Yeah, it was when he had had an issue in that right-hand corner that everybody keeps spinning at.
Oh. Simile, I was just watching Simile there. He had Louis Castro right next to him as they went through the chicane. That was pretty scary. It gives them a little flash there as they go into the hairpin. And I flicked over to that because Simile was battling with Weir, but now it's, yeah, they backed out, thankfully. So there you go.
Yeah. Vasquez into the pits. Vasquez and you name, and Simile decides to also dive into the pits after having a little bit of a moment with Luis. Where is the race in 2 weeks? Why are you asking these questions? You think I know?
Are we off next week?
No, actually,
So
this season we
the
do
race
not.
in 2 weeks is at www.twitch.tv/New World Sim Racing.
Yeah, are we off Super Bowl weekend?
No,
Oh,
No. So it's at Indianapolis. And it's not raining this time.
sad Lukey noises.
Mike Jackson goes into the pits from P3. I'm not sure if his fastest lap is faster than Mark Robeson. Where's Mike?
Mike Jackson.
Oh, his name moves so much I just lost track of it.
Yeah.
So a 26.3 as his best lap of the race, and a 26.7 as Mark Robeson's best lap in the race. So we'll see if the undercut works for him now. And where will he come out compared to Nicholas?
Watching Jose Guzman, who's on a bit of a recovery drive, right? He is in P14 right now and chasing down Melanson.
Let's go, Ryan. Is Dave.
Yeah, Brian's doing really well. Obviously yet to pit, but he's in P7 at the moment.
Yeah, so fairly quiet race for Ryan after he got past Yo, and Yo just kind of sitting, watching him in the background. Nick now about to get close to Orr. We'll see if Orr will hand off the position. I believe he will. Yes. A good easy pass for Nicholas.
Yep, don't do it in the middle of the corner. Waited till they got on the straight. Not a big deal.
New team name for Nick. I did not even notice that. So Nick's Chad Racing Goat Baboon. All right. Yeah, that's accurate for him.
See, after Nick's spin, I mean, Mike Jackson was able to pit and get out in front of Nick. So Nick's not that far behind. He's making ground up, but yeah, Mike able to get in the pits and back out again in front of Alvarado.
Yeah, so Alvarado still with the purple lap of the race at 25.9 race pace, and that was an early one.
Yeah, cray.
Melanson really fighting for the position as well with Jose Guzman. So Jose not really able to get. That's the second lap in a row that I see Jose's car sliding on that exit.
He is all over the place. Like he just slid off into the grass there.
Yellow flag for Landon Wall. He is facing the wrong way and in the barrier once again, doing a donut to get out of it.
That's
corner.
The exit of that same corner.
That's AMG things, I think, partially.
That's a rough corner though, and his tires are really gonna hate him for that now.
Joseph German pitting in, Belanger pitting in, Barrett pitting in. So people starting to make their move.
And we are just about to cross the 30-minute point in the race. I'm seeing the sun starting to come out as well.
Unrealistic.
Robeson is...
Ooh.
Yellow flag?
Yellow flag for Robertson. Yeah, that's...
So keep an eye on Rados and where Don comes out at.
Yes.
Look at Marks.
Rados and Mike Jackson now that... As more people are starting to go in for the pits, I'm expecting the track to start to warm up. Let's see what happens to Robeson.
I'm gonna try to find out. Oh,
well, let's get that up on screen. Yeah. So
Rados,
up a couple seconds. So going into the next last hairpin,
Rados has got around Belanger with that pit stop. Belanger just came out the pits with Barrett, and Rados sneaked through.
So that was on Mark's outlap after his pit. So
not the best.
A little bit too much throttle on exit.
Full tires, yeah.
So Rados had been stuck behind Belanger for quite some time. Does the undercut by one lap, gets her done.
Yeah. So now we should see Rados start to move up
at the. Just off of the chicane.
Oh, it's an odd spot.
It is an odd spot.
His car is.
He's waiting for all these cars to come down now.
Max Diggs just had an incident. What happened there?
Looks like there was contact between Max and Joe Kronk Jr. I'm not sure what happened there.
In the pits this lap, Cody, Lukey, Kajcevic, Austin Wall, and Kayo. So most of the field pit now, I think.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. So I've got the replay.
All right.
So Max has just exited the pit lane. Joe Kronk is driving through the grass, and I don't know.
We are going to have to take action on that one, I think.
That's a naughty one, and Jose sliding around more and more. Jose, your tires are not going to like you. Currently sitting in P3 overall before the pit cycle. Luis just a second behind him. So Luis raced leader before the pit cycles. Now caught up to Jose Guzman. And Nicholas after
Yeah.
all of that, is now sitting just about 15 seconds behind Luis.
Yeah, and 4.7 behind Robertson in P6. But yeah, so yet to pit. Heslin actually pits in now. That leaves Melanson and Guzman J yet to pit. And that, I think, is the whole field has stopped then.
Yes, and as we are on board there, Melanson does go into the pits, Heslin goes in, Guzman goes in.
And Louis Castro takes his spot back. Mike Jackson, 5.3 back from him. And then another 4 to Robertson. So
Robertson really losing out on that spot with the outlap spin to Mike Jackson.
Yeah.
So it's second place position for Mike. We'll see if he can keep it. Nicholas is starting the chase. He has a 27 flat as his last lap. Same lap time for Mike Jackson. So we'll see if he can keep that gap the same.
yeah, I mean, he's going to try and hunt down Robertson first there for P3. Rados, P5. After they're getting past Boulanger in the pits, Rados is slowly edging away from him. So good stuff there. Joseph German leading silver, having a nice, quiet race.
Yeah, nice quiet race. We haven't really had the spotlight on him a lot. Now that we have, he's probably
Yeah, he was in that 3-car train for a little while, but didn't push it, didn't take any unnecessary risk, and the pit window's out the way. He's in the lead, 5-second gap over Ryan. So Ryan Cody, second in silver right now. So Ryan also having a really good race.
Yeah, it looks like whatever Kunos has given the GTR is looking really good for Ryan there, having a really good race. Now that we've said that, we're also going to jinx him.
And Heslin as well in the McLaren, currently fourth in. So I skipped Chemo there. Sorry, Chemo. Chemo Kamal Kajcevic is in third in silver. Sorry, Heslin in fourth, and Lukey in fifth.
I just noticed Chemo's flag is just white in the race.
Yep.
David Miller with a yellow flag out of the old, not the old hairpin. And he's really struggling to get back on track. The same corner as everybody's been losing it. And Luis is now about to catch up. He's opted to just wait.
Lots of death on that corner today. Yellow flag. Oh, that is Miller. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, yellow flag.
I see it. Let me click on it.
Guzman J closing on Melanson here. Honda v Ferrari.
Yeah, the sun's starting to come out real good now, and a little bit of morning fog, it seems. He's not able to get past, even though Melanson there did look really wide on turn 1. So this is the closest.
It is downhill. I just got a great shot of them going down there, and Guzman looking on the inside at that fast right-hander and goes through. Melanson didn't put up much of a fight there on that exit.
Nick has died.
I see something. Nicholas Alvarado is in the pits.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he hit the wall on this one.
All right, let's see what
And he's
happened.
called it.
Let me find it, because it just happened.
So Rados will inherit P4 after all that. All right. Nicholas. All right, your predictions.
Okay, so I've got your replay.
All right, go ahead.
Only one drive-through so far.
So coming into the chicane, car bounces into the grass, and then the rejoin, car just lets go, smashes the wall.
no.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Bonda,
Pay out.
the Bonda.
Well, did he Alt F4 yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, no real close gaps. You got a second or two between everybody in the field right now.
Somebody actually picks he'll die in Alt F4.
Congratulations on all your points.
Congratulations.
I kind of feel bad for Nick, but I also
Yeah.
like to laugh at Nick a little bit. It looks like his trophy gets it all. And with that, 22 minutes in the race to go, all of the gaps have spread out. Luis leading by 7 seconds from Mike, 3 seconds from Robeson. And German leading silver by 5 seconds from Ryan. And that is about 10 seconds from Chemo. So quiet race for Chemo today as well, I've noticed. Matt Melanson also leading just about 10, 15 seconds from Austin Wall, who seems to have not had as many issues as his cousin. Almost said
Croc
brother.
Jr., yellow flag. He's off in the grass once again. Let's hope for a better rejoin this time.
Wasn't Chemo ahead of Ryan? I believe it was in the... Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah, Ryan had moved up to P2 in silver last time I checked in, because I did mention what a good race he was having. Then it was Kamal. Yeah, so Ryan's just got stuck in and got himself into P2 in silver. Really good stuff.
I do believe Ryan was one of the early pitters, though. So it might have been that.
Yeah.
And the closest gap now starting to form is Carlos Guzman to Chemo. Speaking of Chemo.
So, can you do me a favor?
Uh-huh.
Find somebody that's starting a lap and do an onboard, like from the driver's point of view.
I would say do Carlos Guzman.
Carlos Guzman, who's about to come across the final corner. All right, let's see. Oh, that's bright.
Beautiful.
This is why I picked this time of day, because it's not only here, it's also the downhill and then the uphill.
Nice. I like it.
This is Don at Donington.
This is Donny. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Max Diggs.
Oh.
What happened?
That is an ugly downhill section there with the light. Oh, and a bit of curb there for Carlos.
Carlos took a lot of curb, a little bouncy, but thankfully that Aston seems quite chonky.
You probably can't see.
My eyes. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It's glorious.
Maybe that's why people are dying at the at that corner. That does look slidey though for Carlos.
Max Diggs, P16, he's got the gap to Melanson down to half a second. And, I mean, they are a different class, but Melanson might well be a silver driver. I don't know if he's final placed or not, but he's decent pace here today.
Yeah, Melanson, I mean, if Max catches up, just let Max go.
Yeah, we have seen Melanson, though, fight the position, regardless of class. And
Simile takes the tiny access road to let cars go through. That's not recommended.
No.
Because then you have to rejoin, and you've seen how rejoins can happen.
Yeah.
Diggs closes it to 2/10. This is the closest battle on track. In fact, Melanson is going to move over, and
that's a good shout by Matt. Because even if he goes to silver, I mean, he's not losing anything by letting Max go through. He's got a good enough gap to Ryan Wamper behind.
Yeah, leading the red badges, Melanson in that.
Oh no, Melanson is a bronze driver. Like he's been classified as a bronze driver.
Okay.
So he is on the top step of bronze.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's having a good race for sure. Nice gap behind him, so yeah, there's no need for him to get into a battle with someone he doesn't need to, I suppose. Just bring it home.
Especially somebody who's been run off twice already. Like, just get out of Max's way.
So I did quickly check Melanson's standings right now, and he has won the first round of the season, but has missed the second.
Gotcha.
So it looks like if he can keep his head down, and make his way through until the end, he might just get the second win.
Yellow flag for Austin Orr. It didn't last long, so I'm not quite sure what that was.
little bit of an off-track driving through the grass. His rejoin was a little sketchy, but not too bad. Probably Rados is changing his shorts right now. Rados had to take a wide line coming down the hill where we've seen Hondas die twice already.
Yeah, I do see Mike Jackson now charging with... His last lap is not quite as fast as Luis's, and he is on a red lap, so I wonder if he's getting warnings now.
Yeah, will we see any drive-throughs trickling in the next 17 minutes?
I hope not.
To assume yes.
I hope not.
I want them all.
Chaos. We want chaos.
Carlos Guzman again gets that gap to Kajcevic down under a second. He's done this 3 times in the last few laps that I've been watching, but Kamal has been able to edge away again. So we'll see if Carlos can actually reel him in.
Yeah, that looked like a warning though for Carlos just now. That was that was a lot of cutting. He's a Honda driver.
I mean, if you have a warning to spare and it's close, would you consider taking it?
No.
Tactical track cuts, man.
Yep.
Well, gaining advantage off track is a penalty though. So if someone reports it, even though we might not be able to see it because we record
I don't
contacts.
mean for the pass, but like to catch, you know? We're like, oh, I accidentally cut that.
That is gaining
Yeah,
advantage.
I mean, so it's one of those things where you have to prove it. Like if you blow the chicane and drive through it, you might gain some time, but you also have a big chance of dying when you rejoin the track.
And
so it's very calculated. You have to pick just the right corner. Where can I cut? But don't do it. It's cheating.
Yeah,
it is.
We're just lost position to Landon Wall, and we did not see the gaps close up. So I wonder we probably had an off track.
Weir is on he's on an invalid lap.
Quite bizarre for Donny, like how spaced the field is right now. To be honest, unusual.
Yeah. Well, usually the last 10 minutes of the race become just super intense. I do see Barrett starting to close the gap a little bit to Bélanger. His last lap is 0.2 faster, and the gap is 2 seconds ahead of him. Bélanger did, as we can see, so Rados is 4 seconds ahead of Bélanger after the pit undercut, and charging now. Rados' fastest lap also 1:26.8 compared to 1:27.15 from Bélanger. And I see Luis also on an invalid lap. He might be getting warnings now.
We can only hope. Not for Luis, but just in general.
No warnings, please. No drive-throughs. We've seen enough already.
Carlos still working on Chemo.
Yeah, this is the closest battle on track right now. About 7/10 from each other, and that's some Tokyo by Carlos there.
Yeah. Chemo's last lap 2/10 quicker than Carlos, but invalid.
Yeah, it looks like Carlos they're gaining on Chemo. Chemo might have taken that chicane really, really carefully. I wonder if he's on his last warning as well. I wonder how many drivers are on their last warning.
If only we could tell. Then we could try and jinx it. Fight them.
Put a voodoo curse on them.
Do you not get the warning count if you go to drive view?
No.
Aw.
Probably
unfortunate.
Not.
You can see their gas inputs. Switch
so if you go to their onboard, you don't get any nothing on the
switch to
dashboard
basic HUD.
changes.
Austin Moore looking to make a move on Ryan Wampler here, side by side into the last corner. Wampler will take the position back.
Yeah, so you don't get to see the warnings.
No, it
That's
didn't show
unfortunate. You see
warnings.
everything else. It's not the warnings. Kunovs.
Carlos has got a good run down the straight now. He's alongside Chemo. Finally, it looks like he's going to get it done. Moves over in front of the Mercedes. Puts it through the chicane. There's
And
a cut there.
big cut. Oh, I wonder if Chemo's also cut because of that. No, Chemo did not. No drive-through.
No drive-through, so Carlos gets the move done. That's been about 5 to 7 laps in the making.
Pretty sure that's been like a good 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
And we are about to cross. We just hit 12 minutes to go, so just about 7 laps left at Donny. At Donny, sun has risen. It seems like it's really bright.
It is very, very bright.
Let's get on board with Chemo.
I spent a lot of time in the practice server to get just the right hour.
Oh, that is blinding. We're sorry.
This
so
race in
good,
VR. This race in VR would be so painful.
Oh no! You can't even see the apex of the old hairpin.
Yeah, that's probably why a lot of people are dying there. We've seen death there and death at the top of this hill, right?
In my defense, the practice server has been up for an entire week.
Yeah.
You could be used to this by now.
Hey man, have fun with it. Torture them. I mean, oh, Melanson losing the Ferrari and spinning off on his own at that right-hander. The old hairpin, as you
Back
called
on
it.
track. Well, he's got Luis Castro coming in hot,
If
so he's
you
going to
wanna-
wait to rejoin.
You might want to check out the replay of that one because that was a pretty impressive high-speed spin. Kept it out the wall though.
Get a replay
Yeah,
of it up.
Yeah, let me get a replay. Well, I was trying to see the gap to the car behind.
Yeah, so 3 seconds now to Austin Wall. So Melanson still gets to keep the lead. Not that far ahead though. And replays. Oh, it didn't.
Yeah,
switch.
let me rewind it.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead. You're up.
Here we go. Don't break on the grass, folks.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, there it is.
that'll do it.
That's a fun one though, because you're trying to counter steer to get the car to quit spinning, sawing at the wheel.
And that wall juts out right where he was too, so it's
Yeah.
a really good job he kept out of the wall because that probably would have been.
Really good
GG.
rejoin. Waits until Luis passes by, rejoins safely.
You love how the game looks. I do as well. This is like one of those times where it looks really, really good. I just wish that the crowd outside would not stare at you so intensely.
Yeah, when I was setting this up, I parked on the downhill coming out of turn 1 and 2. I just parked there and watched the sun come up and then reflect off the car and the track and stuff.
I mean, if I switch to TV camera 1, it also looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a slide for Carlos Guzman ahead of Chemo.
I was going to say, yeah, this battle is not over. Like, Carlos worked to get behind him, and Chemo has not let him get away.
I've got the battle for the red badge lead because it's on.
It's on.
Yeah, it is. It's
Austin
on.
Wall on the bumper of Matt Melanson.
And Ryan Wampler now also joining this fight. Just so close. That looks amazing. Down the main straight. It's a 10th between Wall and Melanson, so the Red Badges are starting their final fight with 8.5 minutes to go. We've not given a lot of screen time to our race leader, Luis, but he's
Don't
gone.
let jinx him. Don't jinx him.
Yellow flag for Kai Yo. He's off. He was in P9. He's going to lose a bunch of spots as that grouping goes through.
And he's
rejoins.
Bouncing around on the outside again as well, so he has lost about 3 positions from that.
Yeah. Rejoins in P12.
Here comes Mike Jackson is going to have to work his way through this battle.
Yeah, he's got past Wampler.
Ooh, Wampler with a little bit of a slide there coming out of turn 1 as well. So Wall now 7/10ths behind Melanson. Melanson is hopefully now I feel like he's breaking really far away from the grass.
Yeah, and with this traffic now, Carlos and Chemo have a Porsche in between them. So a back marker there. Where?
Oh, here we go. The move. They're gonna be side by side.
Side by side, and Mike Jackson sitting in P2, just sitting right behind them.
Yeah.
Gonna have to slow down a lot now. This is gonna let Robeson catch up just a little bit. Oh,
Maybe a love tap. Not too bad.
So Wall is gonna move over and let Mike Jackson through. Job there.
good job there. Yeah, that was that was a bit. It sucks though for Wall because now the time is gone between him and Melanson, but we're gonna have to see Melanson give the spot as well. So we'll see if he can do it tactically, a little strategically. A little flash there from Mike Jackson and Mark Robeson. If you can see him just in the background there, lurking, just waiting to see what happens ahead.
Yep. He is lurking indeed. He's going to have to work his way through as well.
I did see a white flag just show up there, a slow car, maybe. It looks like
a Pirelli sign flying across the track on my screen.
6, that's Crunk Jr. is slow.
Crunk Jr. Right ahead of this fight now is driving a little too slow.
Yeah, he has a Pirelli sign on top of his wing. He's gonna pull over.
Oh, I don't see the sign.
through. Oh yeah, on my screen he's got the Pirelli sign attached to his wing.
Hang on, let me get that up on stream.
On my screen, that Pirelli sign went flying across the screen. So isn't that weird how all three of us, it shows something different?
Yep. Taking it with him. Oh, there it goes. He lost it.
Oh.
As it goes flying through the air.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kunos. Real cool.
The actual collision physics of objects is just client side in this game. Doesn't make sense to sync it for everyone. Probably for the best.
Mike Jackson is through past Melanson, and now
that gap is
back in the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, the gap is back down to 7/10.
I love to see that too, by the way. Like, you know, a leader gets in amongst them, works their way through the traffic, and then the gap is back to where it was. I really like to see that.
Yeah, and the leader checks out, so. The gaps are starting to close up again. Guzman, 8/10 to Luki. Kaio, 8/10 to Heslin. And Kajtovic, 8/10 to Carlos Guzman. All of them not within the same splits, though.
Oh, there's a Mercedes off there. That's Vasquez. Rejoins. No issues, so he's in P24 right now.
Yeah, Guzman on Luki now. Again, we know Luki does not give the position up easily. I saw a blinker and then...
Oh, he blew the... He might have let him by. I think Luki let him by there.
I think he might have. I see the blinker on.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Luki let Guzman J through in the Honda. Different split. So.
Oh, Melanson got a poor chicane. He's going to lose 2.
Good position slot back behind Ryan Wampler, and that's Mark Robeson also now.
He's going to go up the inside on Ryan Wampler.
Mark Robeson now just watching this, not really able to do anything now. I feel like...
Yeah, it's an unfortunate place to be sitting right now with this battle going for red badges. And Austin Moore set this one up over quite a while, so...
It looks like Ryan Wampler lifts to let Robeson through. Melanson is going to keep the position. Melanson now P2 in class after he was leading for the entire race. Fortunately for him.
Yeah, and Mark can't sit around and wait because Rados is coming up from behind as well.
Yeah, so 4 seconds to Rados, Mark Robeson, 5 seconds to Mike Jackson. He's
yellow flag for Landon Moore. He's off on the grass verge. He's going to lose 2 spots at least.
Is he out of fuel?
He's teleported.
Towed. Yeah, he towed.
Did he run out of fuel?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's not good.
Chemo Sith, Kamal Kajtovic is 4/10 behind Carlos Guzman. So Carlos got past him about 6-7 laps ago, maybe. this is not over, and you've got Haslin's joined the fight as well, and Kaio, so little group there.
Yeah, a little back marker as well in front of them. That's Weir in P20. In between in between Heslin and Kimo Kajcevic, and Kaio just sitting behind after his little off-track expedition earlier on.
So Ferris,
Let's see
I've got
the replays up.
A little bit of replay. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Listen to his car on the exit.
Get the sound up. No, I can't hear it.
Well, he is full throttle and his car is off. So he either hit his ignition or he ran out of fuel.
Well, judging by the fact that he teleported back to the pits, I believe that's probably fuel.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate to see.
Kaio looking to make a move here on Haslin. We're approaching what will be the last lap of the race shortly.
Yeah, so
I'll have a send here, Kimo. Come on.
Yeah, Kimo into the last corner. Carlos takes a nice defensive line.
And that is Weir
Contact in the
misses
background.
his brakes. Contacts Kaio. Now Kai is 3 seconds away from Jose. Luckily, no positions lost for Kai. A little wiggle there, it seems like. Your engine seized.
When your engine indicator's flashing?
Oh, I think your engine blew then.
Oh.
Over revving, maybe?
Can you
Final
money
lap
shift?
for
You
Louis
can.
Castro.
You can. I kept getting BMWs that had yellow.
Oh, Kimo up the. Oh. Trying to stick that big old Merc nose in there.
He had to try somewhere. It's gonna get one more lap, right?
Yeah, I think you've probably money shifted a little bit too much. If it is
So-
flashing, it goes
So
yellow
you still
to
have
orange red.
you had fuel, right? Because it sounded like your car ran out of fuel.
AMG, a bunch of the boys heading past Kronk Jr. in the backfield there. They make it past safely.
One
Kimo
more lap to go, and this fight has
one
now
lap.
started.
He's got the inside here. It might be a bit of a drag race down to the last corner. The Aston pulls away, though. Looks like it's slightly better out of the corners than the AMG. Takes a nice defensive line again. Carlos showing some really good defensive driving since he's been in front.
So
Yeah,
his engine was red after he was rammed in the second lap. Yeah, so your engine gave up, unfortunately.
Mechanical issues.
That does happen.
Luis Castro, 1 corner to go.
Luis wins the race, but the fight is on now between Kimo Heslin and Carlos Guzman. So Carlos he doesn't have to defend this, but him defending it makes it harder for
Luis
Heslin and
Castro
Kimo.
wins for the gold split. Great stuff.
With the flashes.
Let's get the side-by-side up.
Heslin alongside the AMG briefly there. The AMG gets back in front. This is going to be a spicy last lap. Carlos taking a lot of grass and curb on that right-hander.
P2 Mike Jackson, P3 Marco Robeson.
A great race from Luis, by the way. I know we didn't watch him, but after he inherited the lead from Nick's crash, he never looked back. So really well done, Luis.
Really well done, yeah.
Into the chicane for the final time for this grouping of 3 drivers. It is 1 gold, 2 silver, but they are in a heck of a battle, so why not?
Heck of a battle that is it seemed like almost late breaking there, and slightly too deep for Kimo. That is going to be, this is the fight for P3 as German and Ryan Cody have taken P1 and 2 respectively.
Carlos again parks in the middle of the track, nicely done, and we'll get a good exit. The Aston seems better out of the corners than the Merc.
That
My
almost
goodness, it's
was
close though.
something.
So Carlos almost backed Kimo up into Kyle Heslin.
Yeah. Great stuff. So
Austin Wall.
P6 for Barrett in the GTR. So congrats to him getting that thing around there, around this tight, twisty track.
Yeah. So Austin Wall
silver podium.
wins.
We didn't even talk about Joseph German winning silver. Ryan Cody second.
I mentioned
Great
it.
drive for Ryan. Oh, you did.
I quickly
And,
mentioned it.
And
That was a
Kamal
good battle.
P3. Yeah, really good stuff.
Everything happened so quickly at the end there, and there was so much to look at from that fight. A great win for Luis on his first race back in the Pint.
Yep.
Mike Jackson as well. Good to see Mike Sakame's rival.
Faja.
Faja. Now we should see Sakame in here. Wins, takes P2 for gold on his week back as well. I believe he raced with us last week. And Mark Robeson takes P3. That is German, Kajtovic, and Hesselin. No. Starting to lose. Everybody started to leave. German, Ryan Cody, and Kimo Kajtovic for the podium in silver, and Wal Melanson Orr for the bronze podium. That was for you, Chris, he says.
Nice.
Yes, good thing we have 2 drop rounds. So for all the drivers, new and old, those that may not know, while we watch Luis do things, you have 2 drop rounds. Your worst races are not counted in the standings. So now we'll start to see the drop rounds come into effect, and the standings will get updated. Join us next week for a hot Snetterton.
Is it going to be hot and spicy?
It's going to be hot and spicy in the
another British track.
in the funnily shaped track.
Yeah, we're gonna spunk our European load at Snetterton.
Wow.
We're getting all the European tracks out of the way. All the British tracks out.
Nice. Nice.
Well,
all right.
That was a fantastic end of the race. Congrats again to all of our drivers, and thank you for the racing with us. And we will see you all next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.